What's going on, believers? Floki has made a big announcement and they are moving and converting to a DAO. That's a decentralized autonomous organization, and the changes are happening, and they are happening rapidly. There was a Twitter Spaces yesterday in which it was revealed some of the reasoning behind it and why it's happening, why it's necessary, why they were trying to delay it initially, but can't delay it anymore because they want to take Floki global. They want Floki to be something bigger than it is right now. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, Floki's trading at 48.26. As you can see, there has been a cascade in the last 24 hours of downward bear pressure as the guys who were your faithful whales have now decided, I don't want to be faithful as a whale anymore, and they have started a cascade, a giant cascade of sell-off, and that's fine because life is changing in the Flokiverse. And I'm going to read something to you. And it's very important that you hear this early because if you don't, you are going to miss out. And this is from B, and it says, if there's one thing I will stress above anything else as we move closer to the beginning of the DAO transition, it is this. Don't get shaken off. As someone who has witnessed all the different upgrades from version 1 right until now, I can't overemphasize this. Here is some data for you. Right after the version 1 to version 2 upgrade, Floki went from a low of 4 million market cap to a high of over 26 million within days. That means that Floki had a 7x going from version 1 to version 2. Right after version 2 to version 3 upgrade, Floki went from a low of about 20 to 80 million within days of the upgrade. So there's another 4x. So if you followed Floki through that period of time and did not sell, then you made yourself during these upgrade processes 11x. I'm not saying the same thing will happen this time around, but if history is anything to go by, and history often rhymes, Floki's trajectory about after the upgrade is certain, and it's not down. This is because fudders often use moments like this to prey on the fear and uncertainty of unsavvy hodlers, get them to panic sell while also accumulating during the dip. When the upgrade is done, however, guess who usually is winning? The manipulators who fudded the weak hands out and bought their dips. Now, that's important to point out because I don't think I'm speaking to a bunch of whales when I talk and I do these videos. I think I'm talking to the people that matter, and that's the day-to-day, everyday investors. So when we're looking at this, it's very important that we pay attention to what's going on and understand that if you don't follow what the whales do, then you will get wrecked. Now, some of the whales have sold off. You've seen that cascade of sell. However, if you go look at the wallets that are here, you will see that that is not exactly how this has played out. There's been this cascade of sell down because 1 or 2 or 3 bigger whales sold off a bag. Now, was it their entire bag in most instances? Nope. All right, let's look here. Update on phase 1 of the Floki DAO upgrade plus key information for inverse finance borrowers. Go here to the Medium article. It's located, and we can go over it here, but I don't want to take your time. I'm going to keep this kind of short, say what I got to say, but it's telling you a lot of what you need to know right here that in order to get listed on major centralized exchanges, Floki needs to be further decentralized from what it is right now. So that's part of the process. And that's what's going on, is to make sure that Floki can get listed with the big dogs. You will have a few days if you're using your money for staking or anything like that to pull it back so that they can do what they got to do. Don't get wrecked over that. Make sure you're doing the right things. And remember, you're going to see some spikes. You're going to see a little up. You're going to see a little down. This is still Floki, so you're going to see a lot of price action. Moving on. All right, guys, Floki just told you and the world that they want you and the world to be in charge of Floki going forward. They are no longer going to have their hierarchy system. There will still be Some of these guys are still going to be handling day-to-day operations. They're still going to be doing all the things that go with it. There's still going to be the mods and the admins. There's still going to be a whole lot going on, but you, the people, will now be able to decide whether they've done a good job or not. And if you don't think they've done a good job, you'll be free to go find somebody else to do a better job. If that's what you think, you're going to have a vote. You are a hodler now. You are an investor now, and you will have a say in the future of Floki. And guys, if you're not excited about that, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But I can tell you this, one of the things that Floki continues to wait on and always has a nice pump because of is a tweet from Elon Musk. And when Elon Musk finds out that this is what's happening and that they are converting over to make this something that they can make better, and he knows that Floki is associated with his brother Kimball Musk, when all of those things start to come together, where do you think Floki ends up? Remember, next month, Valhalla, also in February. And there's a reason you're going to know in February and not right now, but there is a nationwide advertising campaign that's about to come off for Floki, and they wanted to delay it so that it's all timed for one big thing and one big moment. So it feels like you are probably, if you're not heavily invested in Floki and you're not buying this dip right now, it feels like you're probably going to miss out on a huge opportunity. So don't get yourself wrecked. Understand that Floki has always had your back. This was not financial advice, but I was always right.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go.